with a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, Jackson.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Tucker's kick is good.
And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they're going to speed things up here. Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens 10, Eagles 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now 2nd and 9. This time, Jackson will throw it. A swing pass here to Edwards. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Lamar changing the play.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Eluding the pressure right. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you get someone to tackle him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They run the option on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
Like
a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. A give for Edwards running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
2nd and 7.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hurts fumbles it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
There he goes left side. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll roll him out, and the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he fends him off. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jackson, rolling to his left. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself on the court.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
17. Eagles 10. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now.
Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Go Silver, ready?
On first down, Hurts. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, 73, 7. Hey, let's go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around.